There are some new updates on the potential of a Dune 2021 sequel from director Denis Villeneuve, including some details on what to expect from the film if this first entry does well enough to warrant one. Denis Villeneuve discusses the sequel and talks about why Zendaya's Chani is going to be the focus of a Dune 2 later down the line. In this video, I'm going to be discussing the Dune sequel details, the director's comments on the potential of it, alongside my own thoughts towards all of it too. Before I get into it though, if you want to see much more videos on Dune leading up to its release date, then don't forget to support this video by giving it a like rating, subscribing to the channel, and turning on your notifications. Also, feel free to check me out on Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, and Instagram at Cortex Videos, which is all linked in the description below. But without further ado, let's discuss the newest reveals for Dune Part 2. So before we get to the details on Zendaya's Chani, Denis Villeneuve has expressed that he is feeling confident that there will be a chance to direct Dune Part 2, which isn't even being viewed as a sequel to his upcoming movie. Denis spoke all the details to Total Film magazine this week, which I will be doing a video on when the issue of the magazine is released in a few days. But he said to Total Film that there's no such thing as Dune 1 and 2, it's Dune Part 1 and Part 2. Denis Villeneuve had only agreed to direct an adaptation of the novel for Warner Bros. And Legendary if they let him split the book into two parts. The director is also now currently writing Dune Part 2 and said it would take a Part 1 box office disaster for Part 2 not to be made. Denis said that we have been hearing in the past few decades that it's not possible to adapt this book and that it's an impossible task. I think that in the back of the mind of the studio, it's still the same. The first thing was to prove that there was a beautiful popular movie that can exist, and I think that I proved that as everybody at Warner Bros. And Legendary are 100% behind the project. They feel that it would need a really bad outcome at the box office to not warrant a Dune Part 2 because they love the first movie. They are proud of the movie, so they want the movie to move forward, and they still did half of it, so I'm very optimistic. But as we know, deciding whether to set Dune Part 2 in stone will be difficult for the public to consume. Warner Bros. Is currently releasing the movie in theatres on the same day it becomes available to stream for 31 days on HBO Max. The streaming launch will surely hurt the film's box office total, as we've seen with other examples like The Suicide Squad more recently. But Warner Bros. Will also be watching the box office as closely as it's watching HBO Max subscriber gains when Dune Part 1 becomes available to stream. The director of course condemned the streaming decision, and he still thinks that it's nonsensical to watch Dune in a non-theatre setting. In the interview he said, "First of all, the enemy of cinema is the pandemic. That's the thing. We understand that the cinema industry is under a lot of pressure right now. That I get. But the way the HBO Max decision happened, I'm still not happy. Frankly, to watch Dune on a television, the best way I can compare it is to drive a speedboat in your bathtub. For me, it's ridiculous. It's a movie that has been made as a tribute to the big screen experience." And to be honest, I'm completely in agreement with his comments. Like I said above, financially this model has already proven to be disastrous for movies meant to be seen first theatrically. Nolan and Villeneuve both warned that this would happen, and now we've seen it happen, with most of the examples being successful, acting as films that have a theatrical window. And also morally, not telling your filmmakers that you are going to do this has resulted in them jumping ship to other studios. So quite frankly, like Denis was alluding to, I'm really hoping that WB have learned from the problems of this model and apply the steps to make Dune exclusively theatrical during its initial release. Giving it an exclusive window will allow it to gain as much as it can from the box office, and then streaming can help it out afterwards, and will only thrive itself from that. This isn't an elitist viewpoint as some have claimed, it's the right way to go from a business standpoint and from an ethical one. But I guess we'll see, and it's great to see Denis stick up for film, cinema itself, and the moral incentives of all filmmakers and workers in the industry right now, and hell, deservingly so. But putting the HBO Max and streaming thing aside, Denis Villeneuve also spoke more on the ideas and focuses of Dune Part 2. He said that he's now writing Part 2 and is really excited to bring it to the big screen. In a separate interview with Italy's La Repubblica, the director added about the next movie that he's honoured to present two such explosive talents on screen in Timothée Chalamet's Paul Atreides and Zendaya's Chani, and that he can't wait to shoot the second part of Dune to get them back together. But alongside this, he says that he is filming them knowing that in the next chapter, Zendaya will be the protagonist of the story. Denis said, "When I did the casting for Chani's character, I met a lot of actresses. Zendaya wanted to audition, and today, after shooting the film and seeing what a wonderful actress she is, I'm sorry I auditioned her. It was just because I didn't know her. However, that day, she impressed me, and when she left the studio, I knew that Chani was her, the young desert tiger." So this will be interesting to see come to light if we do get a second movie, especially considering that Denis has said that the feminine voice of Dune is one that is going to carry all the projects due to its importance. I personally think that it's a great transitioning point between part 1 and part 2, having the first film be about Paul finding his place and uncovering the power that the Fremen people hold, resulting in a part 2 that fully puts him and them at the heart of the film. And of course, Zendaya's Chani is a great part that is going to lead us towards that. But they were all the latest details surrounding a potential sequel for Denis Villeneuve's Dune. It will be intriguing to see how the first film does this October, but I do think that the HBO Max situation is going to hurt the film's overall performance. I really hope that people do go and watch Dune the way it was meant to be seen, even if that takes some time due to the pandemic, and hopefully the announcement of a sequel will be the indicator that Dune has done well enough to warrant one. Like I said in other recent videos, the data suggests that if Dune makes around $400 million worldwide, that would be enough to set up a sequel because of long-term interest in the franchise. Reviews will also play a big part in these long-term analytics, but based on what we have heard from early test screenings and festival news, I think the quality of the film is something that has a higher success rate. We will soon see, but I'm just hoping that the HBO Max release of the film won't hurt it as much as it has for other releases in the recent months. But let me know down below in the comment section what you personally think towards the details and updates from the director. For more videos surrounding Dune leading up to its release this year, then subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications. Also, if you enjoyed this video, remember to leave a like rating and follow me on social media via the links in the description. I will be continuing to cover news and topics for Dune whenever new information comes out, alongside episodes of my Road to Dune series, which continues with a video essay on Denis Villeneuve's Enemy next week, so look out for all of these uploads. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I've been Cortex, and as always, make some noise.